now. Yeah, he says that we have some kind of special assignment or something. He's supposed to be calling me like any minute now. Like any minute. He'll be calling me. Okay. Hold on. Let me get the phone. Hold on. Hello? Jackson here. Yeah. What? You found Manuel Noriega? In the Philippines? He has a mansion? Okay, we're on it right now. Bye.
And you're back with Cody and Keith. What? And after, I think it's a 2-week hiatus, Halloween just passed, we're back once again.
A brief respite.
Yeah.
Back at it again. I hope everyone missed us.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels good to be wanted and missed.
It does.
It's nice.
Well, happy belated Halloween.
Yeah, you as well.
You know, I did see you on Halloween. We played a little golf. It went a little better for you than it did for me.
I was going to say, some of us played a little bit more than others.
I mean, it was something you were born to do. It's something I just picked up casually. I mean,
yes, I wish.
So
Country Club Cody, I would love to be that.
Yeah, I mean, I had 3 disastrous holes, and that got me about 14 on each of those because I had the water, hit a hazard, lost the ball. I was trying to keep up with the game of pace, so I jumped ship on maybe 2. So I wound up shooting like $140 something. What'd you shoot?
I shot a 99.
That's really good for you.
It's anytime I'm under 100, I'm usually a pretty happy camper.
Do you make it sound like you often break 100?
You know, it can be here or there.
I feel like I've been with you. You know, we played golf a decent amount of times. I don't remember you breaking 100.
Well, usually when I'm golfing with you, we're at Sandy Pond, so I always break 100.
All right. Well, if that's the case, I guess.
The other times, there's a few times, I've shot, 115s, 104s, 103s, 105s, 108s.
All right. I mean,
some in the 90s.
I don't want to besmirch your good name.
No, listen, still a work in progress.
Did you do anything else on Halloween?
Handed out some candy.
You didn't do any adult Halloweening?
Yeah, made sure that there was plenty enough candy for the kids that came around in the neighborhood.
Did you slide a razor or maybe some crystal methamphetamines into the candy for the kids? Because that seems to be a scare still. That maybe you bought Rufalin.
Accidentally bought edibles instead of candy,
and you were like, "Hey, instead of me having them, I'm going to give them to these kids and not even get to see what happens, but just give them out."
No, you see. In the beginning, I got a lot more candy than I think I should have.
Okay.
Worst case scenario.
What's the candy that you got? What's your candy of choice?
The mix packs.
Chocolate, or are you talking? You
get both.
Okay.
So I'll get like a Sour Patch Kids pack.
Nice.
I'll get a something to do with the peanut butter cups. So whether it's Twix, Snickers.
Good place to hide a razor.
Yeah, inside the individually wrapped pieces of candy.
Well, it's a razor's thin. You what you do is you push it in on the side to get the razor. You want the razor in on the nougat part. So you squish it in on the side, and then you just a little bit of clear glue on the side. Stitch that baby right on up. Pop it right in the back.
Easy.
Cut them up.
You don't even have to hit it with like a blow dryer or
nope,
anything.
Just none of that.
Heat on there.
None of that. Yeah, so that's a easy 1, 2, 3 guide to razor blading the mini Snickers.
And then you get like the ring alert. It's like, we just got the razor blade candy at this guy's house.
Right, I mean, but you don't know who gave you the razor blade candy. You know what I mean? You don't.
It was actually on the camera.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it happens.
Yeah, no thank you on that.
What was your favorite childhood candy that you got? Like what were you keeping in your bag? And what were you throwing in the garbage?
Peanut butter cups, usually anything with peanut butter is usually pretty good. Those unidentifiable candies that were just in the black or orange paper.
Okay.
They usually came together.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Whatever
about.
the fuck those were, gone. Never had one of those.
Whoppers always hitting the garbage for me.
Really?
Anytime I got a Whopper, I looked at if I knew that you gave me Whoppers,
malted.
I might come back to your house and egg your house later if you give me Whoppers as a child.
I actually put a little small, like, little pack of Whoppers in my coffee this morning.
I don't know why you would do that.
It was good.
Why would you ruin a cup of coffee by
malted.
adding Whoppers to it?
Because of malted. I like the flavor.
They
of
have
malted.
air in the middle. There's no payoff to a Whopper.
No,
there's just air.
Malted air. Like, the flavor of malt, right?
So the taste of malt without it actually being there. So just malted air.
No, there's malt. It's delicious. Whoppers are very good.
They're one of the worst candies besides like black licorice and.
Well, black licorice is agreeable.
Like in $100,000 is not a good candy bar. It's just Halloween has been keeping the tradition. The mini $100,000 has strictly been around because of Halloween.
Yeah, but I don't even know if they're putting them in the mix packs anymore. You'd have to search. I mean,
you feel like it's 2 ingredients away from a Snickers at $100,000?
Pretty much. It's just the peanuts, right?
Yeah, I think it's just missing the peanuts. Yeah, that's it. It's just missing the peanuts.
Oh, no, isn't $100,000 just peanuts? They don't have the caramel and the nougat. Or
I think
is
there's
it
a nougat
and peanuts?
I think it's nougat and peanuts.
Once again, I don't eat it. It's. I think it's just peanuts.
Well, if I'm going to treat myself, I'm going to take all the mini Butterfingers that I get in my bag, throw those bad boys in the freezer, and treat myself to little ice cube shaped Butterfingers. That would be my little treat to me.
All right, see, like Butterfingers, but when they get stuck in your teeth in the back, that's the only.
That's a little treat for later. They call that a little extra dessert. That's when you get the smacking your teeth around that in the middle of the night when you're done having your candy. Then you go lay down in your bed. They call that a little extra dessert time. That's what they call that. That's what I'm like. Oh boy,
there's gonna be Butterfinger all over your pillow, isn't there?
Let's have a cavity set in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. When you want,
I thought it's actually like a filling though.
Well, you want the cavity like when you put you layer your teeth with that chocolate and that crispity crunchy that whatever
that crispity crunchy shit.
Yeah, that layers. There. Yeah, it layers into your teeth, and then it just drills cavities right into your teeth.
I think it actually is more of like a pick because sometimes you'll pull it and be like, oh shit, I had like bacon in there.
Right.
I didn't even. That was from breakfast.
Finding old bacon
is always.
It's always.
Man.
Do you eat it or you spit it out?
Oh, I eat it. Well, of course.
Oh God, Cody, come on! What are you doing? It's been rotting in your mouth.
Yeah, it's soaking up all the other flavors of everything else I ate today, so it's a delicious morsel.
Yeah, cigarettes and Whopper coffee. Ooh, what a wonderful combination. Cigarettes and Whopper coffee. That's what it's been soaking up.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, delicious.
Egg sandwiches.
I don't know. If there's something in my teeth, I'm spitting it out. I never eat anything in my teeth. I spit out.
It doesn't really happen anymore because I use those flosser things all the time. But
I finally got a water pick, and it's just like it's orgasmic.
Yeah,
it is literally orgasmic. Like if I have to choose between just like a regular manual orgasm or that water pick, I'm gonna go water pick 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. You seem like the guy who'd have the water pick just at that little thing in the back of your throat going,
just spraying the dangly thing in the back of my throat.
Just so happy I got this water pick.
Well, what I like to do is I like to use it till my gums bleed, until I get a nice bleed going, and I just hit each one individually till they just bleed out, and I just slowly wear down my gums.
And just like stare at them and.
Well, then I spit out blood and I repeat lines from Rocky 3 with Clubber Lang. Is that Rocky 3? And I just say I act like I'm talking to. Remember how disrespectful Clubber was to Rocky's wife? He was like, you know, you were a real man. You know what I mean? I say lines like that as I spit blood into the mirror, as like to juice myself up. So that's my little role play that I do. Yeah. Then I
start the rest of your Wednesday.
Well, then I say it's white privilege that Clubber never got a rubber match. I mean, you beat me for the title. I don't get another shot. So
disrespect.
Yeah. So I look at the white privilege that Rocky had in that movie, and I'm like, if Clubber had a rubber match, he would have got him. He would have murdered him.
I don't think Rocky 3 has ever gone into my brain once.
Oh, to me, Clubber Lang is the best movie villain ever.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think there's a better movie villain. Like somebody he killed Mickey. No, never went to trial for that. No, that was fine. Yeah. Nothing ever happened with that. And then he just, blatantly tried to screw Rocky's wife, Adrian, which, keep it real. Adrian, for all the hustle and bustle that she put Rocky through, Adrian was a Jersey 3. I mean, same thing with the original. I feel the same way about her as I feel about the original Lois Lane in Superman. And when he lost his powers for her, and I'm like, for New York, 1.25, like for the. Have you not seen other New York girls? Like,
Yeah.
And she was like a bitch. Also, she wasn't like cool.
I didn't like any of it.
I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand that.
No.
I don't understand any of. I'm starting to. The older I get, I can't suspend disbelief with like movies anymore. Like, how we were talking about Superman's son being bi. You know what I mean? It's just like, to me, I still don't understand the dynamics of
Why.
Because if he could spit and put out a fire,
yeah,
how does he spit in her mouth during cunnilingus, during intercourse? I mean, and just her and not go through the back of her throat,
like a bullet.
Right? How could he ever feel her blowjob on his? He's the Man of Steel, so how does her little human blowjob ever do anything?
And what's tight and what's not?
Right. It's just like, you mean you don't thrust too hard at least one time and just break her clavicle?
Something, yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe it's not supposed to.
Maybe it's not. Maybe you're not supposed to understand everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I did some adult Halloweening myself. Went to friends. I went to Will and Ariel's Halloween party. That was fun. They had a lot of decorations and music, and there was a punch, some beer pong,
Nice.
other food, Swedish meatballs. Dug on those. I made some spicy fried chicken for the event.
You made it?
Yes,
Okay.
I got the chicken and yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know if you made spicy chicken or if you purchased Spicy's chicken.
I don't understand the difference.
Well, to me, one would be spicy chicken, like very.
It had a tang to it. Yeah. There was
wow, that's spicy.
There's a tang to it.
Or
yeah.
like delicious Spicy's fried chicken.
One and the same. Yeah. I want to wrap all that up into a yeah. So
Okay.
It was all that. So I did that, and everybody seemed delighted.
Yeah, everyone's usually delighted.
Yeah. So
People
yeah.
who don't eat meat are happy when you bring Spicy's.
Yeah.
It's
I don't.
that good.
Yeah. I was thinking I had a dream that I wasn't eating meat anymore, and I had to find like different options other than meat. And
It's just the bread at the bottom of the bucket.
I think I wanted to commit suicide come the end of the dream.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, it was just like I was like, well, what, tofurkey? Like I don't think I can.
That's why golfing can be scary. One of those little tick bites, bud.
You think about that Lone Star, but that would put me on the best diet of my life. If I got bit by the Lone Star tick, it would put me on the best diet of my life.
Yeah, for what?
I mean, it would force my hand, but it's just like, I could finally.
I could have someone break my jaw too.
I don't want to be on a liquid diet. I just want to eat better with a little bit of a push. I don't want like a girl nagging me to eat better. I don't want to be nagged to eat better. But if I have to because I'll die, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
So gun to my head.
Put food in a straw.
Yeah, with an Alec Baldwin gun to my head, I'll do it.
Oh, man. That's a tragedy.
Yeah, no, it's definitely tragic for all parties concerned.
Yeah, and he's just going to be a joke now for something sad.
That's just as tragic as the Henry Ruggs situation. I mean, $1.56, loaded gun, double the alcohol intake. You killed the woman.
Sports car. Vegas. 3:30 in the morning.
3:30 in the morning. It's like not one of those, like those are 50, that was just 10, all of the negative things in the world. You know what I mean? Like,
And you have all the money in the world.
I don't know if he has all the money in the
All
world.
right.
I mean, I don't know if Henry Ruggs was we'll call it he had 5. We'll say he had 5 million.
You still have the ability you could call a helicopter.
Very true.
You have the ability to do things a private jet you could have gotten into.
Did he kill? Was the girl in his car? Or did he kill?
No, there was someone sitting at the light and he just smashed into him. They said
Yes, I saw the car bursting into flames. Yeah,
And they said it killed a girl and a dog. So it's 2.
so that's gonna
And
be.
then there was whoever he was with in the car, I think, is still in the hospital.
So he's gonna have the Karens and PETA after him.
Hey, everyone should be after him.
Yeah, he's not gonna. He's not gonna get up for a while.
Well, they had 4.2 speed. Can't run away from this.
Yeah, not from Johnny Law. He sat there and waited for him to come. He didn't try to get away. I mean,
I don't think. I mean, did you see the picture of him all? He
Yeah.
was busted up.
Yeah, maybe he couldn't move. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That stinks. Yeah, I mean, the Raiders. What bad luck the Raiders had. First, Johnny, now Henry.
All avoidable mistakes. All of this has been avoidable.
Well, it's funny. They keep catching coaches like fucking strippers and shit, and it seems not to really be that big of a deal, I guess.
The thing that I'm worried about, they took just the emails about Gruden. There's shit that everyone else is doing in there that they're not releasing that could be just as worse, if not worse.
But those are their private. Listen, if you send in that shit through work, that was stupid to send it through a work email. But if it's your private emails back and forth with each other, I don't think anybody has the right to look at that shit.
That's what it is. Even if it is or it isn't, doesn't matter. It's the fact that you said the thing. You think the people care whether he sent on his personal email or on his work email?
I mean, but no one has the right to look at your personal emails. Like, if somebody looked at your personal text messages, do you think that you would lose your job?
No.
I would.
Why?
I don't know. I say pretty wild shit.
Yeah. I say it out loud. I mean, I don't have a filter.
No, but me personally, probably not. But if I had kids, it'd be a problem. The things I say in group chats to friends.
But my thing is like, I'm gonna go murder someone's family right now, ha ha ha, and they just be like, Cody's joking around again. Like
that's different than like I don't know, like
you're sexual ways.
Well, say if you
shit,
say if you go somewhere and you're complaining about somebody, and the easiest thing to get
all the people that you complained about at work.
No, not complaining about at work, but like say you're complaining about somebody at like a place, like say me and the Chinese guy at the Chinese place get into it, and I choose to keep referring to him as different type of things. You know what I mean? Just because I'm trying to be mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Out of whatever context you want to put it on, it's gonna look really, really bad what I said.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Yeah.
That you could easily just take a snippet out of a conversation that I had about just being mad about something. Like I went to this Thai place and they fucking and so then I keep saying negative things about Thai things just because I'm upset and I'm trying to lash out. You know what I mean?
And then it's also making you feel better.
Right, but it's my personal shit though. You know what I mean?
Once again, comedy. You're taking like just because I say something that's funny doesn't mean that you mean disrespect or anything.
Right.
You know, it's like I think that's where people get it now. They know I don't mean any disrespect, even when I may say something a little vulgar.
Yeah, but we live in a culture now where it's not what you meant; it's just what you said.
But if I'm getting judged on people outside who don't know, well, then that's when the shitstorm's gonna fly.
And then also, just time doesn't bode well with a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
things don't age well.
Like they were talking about what did I hear talking about? They were talking
pretty
about
much our whole school life. Like everything that they taught in school now is not good right now.
Take Ace Ventura. Remember when it was they were doing the Einhorn Finkel thing, and then all the police are out there, and the Dolphin and Dan Marino, and then Ace is like, he's like, oh man, like, you can't hide Mr. Winky, right? And then he turned around and it was just tucked in the back, and everybody started throwing up and spitting and whatnot because it was a transgender man. You know what I mean? And then even
it's not transgender if it's hanging out the back.
Well, it was Finkel from the back, Einhorn from the front. I mean,
if it's like
what do you want?
Like duct taped back there, you know what I'm saying? Like
I feel
like transgender, like you have the surgery, no?
No, you just post up a pre-op. Yeah, that's just the language.
I thought that was just cross-dressing.
You need to get with the times, buddy.
I'm so far.
You need to get with the times or get out.
Listen, I'm not against the duct tape or the surgery. Like, do whatever you want to do. I used to joke around in the locker room with that shit all the time.
But that was a kids movie that had them all throwing up and spitting out because
they had made out with
right. And then
was it an attractive woman before you found out?
Right, but even the dolphin, they even associated with bestiality because even the dolphin rinsed its mouth out and spit. You know what I mean? It was like
that was a classic.
That was Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. You know what I mean?
He also came out of a rhino's ass in another movie too.
Same movie. No, two.
They were in like
Yeah, when nature
or some
calls.
shit,
Yeah, when nature calls. Yeah, but like that just
well, that's everything.
it didn't age well. You know what I mean? That doesn't age well.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But it's funny what we were willing to accept. I do a bit about
Because it was normal.
Yeah, I do a bit about you remember Rodney Dangerfield did a movie called Ladybugs?
Yeah.
Where there was the kid.
Yeah, and then didn't
Will
Ferrell do something kind of similar afterwards? Because they were the Ladybugs too, I thought.
No, but that was, I don't know, maybe I don't.
Kicking and screaming or something.
Yeah, that had nothing to do with switching gender roles.
Oh,
yeah, that was when the kid who looked like a Macaulay Culkin but a little bit older played on the girls' team, scored a whole bunch of goals. They went to the championship. Then he had to admit to him, like, "Hey guys, like I'm really a guy," and they were like, "Oh man, that's fucked up, but we really like winning." So
gonna let it slide.
Yeah, we can do it without him because we're girls and we can do it without him.
Well, it's like the same thing too as like in dodgeball when like the Girl Scout girls lose. It's because that chick was definitely on some like testosterone or something.
Right, you know what I mean?
She's going through a change of sex too. Like
she was changing. Yeah, she was changing into a werebeast.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was changing all right.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, you know, they could have.
But the end of that, it
cost
just
those kids the match.
Right. It's just you cost those girls the match.
They're damn Girl Scouts.
She was like, ugh.
Yeah. God
She
damn
said,
it, Shelly.
No, Bernice.
Yeah.
God damn it, Bernice. Oh man, yeah, that was. Yeah. But none of that shit ages.
Yeah, but now she's in Star Wars and everything's fine.
Yeah, but listen, but if you redid Ladybugs today, you would just have to be like,
oh, all those actors.
You go, girl. You know, like no. Yeah, she is a woman, and she is a man playing in women's sports, and that's fine.
Fine,
and that is cool, and I'm willing to accept that.
Yeah, but he didn't really want to be a girl.
Well, he wouldn't. No, Rodney Dangerfield wanted the girls' team to win.
Correct. That's a little different than today when they actually she's.
Well, in order to play on a girls' team today, you got to play the part.
But that was like a dude that was actually good and.
Yeah, he was actually good. Yeah. Well, Joanna Man, same thing. He got kicked out of the NBA, wanted to play still, so he played in the WNBA.
Yeah.
You know
he's
what I mean?
not going through like a gender identity crisis. Like,
no, he just wanted to ball. You know, some people, but I think that's the thing also. I don't think that all of these people in transgender sports are there because they want to be a girl and play. They want to win, and they were like, hey, I could win over here. Yeah. Well, you know, it's dicey. It's dicey. I don't know.
Don't do it to win.
But if I told you, listen, I could throw on a blonde wig and a little rouge and go to the WNBA and come off the bench and make, six figures.
It's the WNBA.
I said six figures. I didn't say seven. I said six. Five figures. High four figures. High four figures.
No.
I could make
maybe
70,000. And still have a date and have another job on the side.
I don't know if they make that much money. I mean, the good players, yeah, but I think they get more of endorsements.
I think I could get you. I think I can get you 10 and 10.
And all those people.
I can get you 12 and 10.
I'm just telling you that I don't care if you're all star, they're not making a lot of money. I don't think
Lisa Leslie's making over $1 million.
Yeah, in the studio talking about basketball and stuff. She's not playing. Like that Sabrina Iacono chick, I think she makes a ton more money from
endorsements,
Nike and than what the New York Liberty or whatever they're called now is paying her.
No, that stinks.
And I don't think I agree, but I just don't think they have.
Well, if I could play basketball and make money, I'd play basketball and make money.
If I could play pretty much anything, I would do that to make money.
If I could do this and make money, that'd be great.
100%. And this is hard work.
Right, you know what I mean?
I mean, we really studied. We talked about what we were going to talk about. We talked about some of it.
Some of it. We got to
some of it.
Mm-hmm.
We do like to talk. And we would like to continue to do this.
It would be nice.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Nice to have, people call up or something.
We could that is something we could easily do actually. Yeah, that's very doable. But we would have to let them know ahead of time to do it because we don't shoot live, so we'd have to let them know ahead of time.
We can though.
Yeah, we have the capability of doing it.
Bang.
Yes.
Shoot it live.
What else happened over the weekend? Halloween. You don't do Halloween. I do Halloween.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. Did you buy candy that you were passing out? Like you wanted to eat?
Yeah, I gave them a mixed. It's the single Reese's. It was a Reese's Snicker Butterfinger bag.
Okay.
And I went with a giant handful of that for the couple of that I had.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I only had a handful too, and I just.
But we also had Saturday trick or treaters and Sunday trick or treaters. When I felt like if you're gonna Saturday trick or treat, I feel like
That's
you kind of
a bold move.
Yeah, and I was like, and you had to expect that people. Well, supposedly it was like our neighborhood was a part of a thing where like you knew they were coming around on Saturday, put a flyer up or something, and there was a Saturday thing. I don't know.
They didn't give you the flyer?
I don't think I didn't see it. You know what I mean? But supposedly it was like, oh, we told the neighborhood that we're gonna be doing a Saturday thing.
Neighborhood?
I don't know. Listen, supposedly there's a neighborhood committee too that I always get invited to that I never go to. But yeah,
You have a ring, no, right? You don't get the ring alerts for the area?
Only
Wouldn't they want to do that? Wouldn't that be an easier way to kind of just reach everyone? Or
I don't turn those on. They go into the. I don't.
So then maybe they did send you the.
They might have. I don't know. It's always a thing.
Yeah, don't knock on my door on Saturday.
Because I might have thought they were Jehovah's Witnesses also, so I might have not answered for that reason too. I don't like when strangers come up to the door for any reason whatsoever.
You would have mistaken trick or treaters for Jehovah's Witnesses.
They bring their kids.
Dressed up.
They'll
for Halloween.
Who knows what they're into? Who knows what type of witchcraft they're into this time? I wouldn't put it past them.
Okay.
And they've been bringing around hotter chicks too. The Jehovah's Witnesses bringing around like one 18-year-old hot girl who knows nothing about Jehovah whatsoever. They've been bringing them around too, trying to pimp them a little bit. Like, oh, can we come in and talk about Jehovah? And it's like, well, I don't mind if you do.
Can we go now? I have to go give out free tequila shots at the bar from 4 to 6.
It's like, would you like a ribeye steak and some Jehovah talk? I believe he's coming also. Yes. We could talk over dinner.
So we're supposed to spread the word of the Lord, but you're wearing a dress that covers your knee.
And it was like, is this a no swine club? Can you still dig on swine? It's like.
Well, it looks like there goes Red Lobster.
Yeah. We got to take it to a beef and bean. Well, no, wait.
Arby's? Where'd you get beef and bean?
Bodega.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was, show us some culture.
Of that stuff is good, though.
I mean, there's plenty of good bodega stuff. Yeah. I mean, there's 90% of the bodega is, we'll go 60% of the bodega is. Because
a lot of time you can go to a bodega where just like where the hot food is like glowing.
Right.
And it's like clean. It's like, oh,
very nice.
Like
yes.
It's like shining. And then everything around it is just.
There's two I trust
disgusting.
in town. There's two I trust. The one across from the Salvation Army.
Okay, yeah. And that's like two buildings, right?
Yeah, it's like two buildings worth of shit. Yeah.
There's always people.
They're selling everything from car parts to
live chickens
to
get a full
McDonald's chicken nuggets in that motherfucker. Yeah, they get a little bit of everything. Yeah, you get yourself some of that sugar juice. It has a fruit on it that I've never seen in person.
No, they don't grow them here.
No, and there's a lot of high fructose. They don't even use high fructose corn syrup. I think it's just sugar. They say on it. It's just liquid sugar.
I really appreciate how you said that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it, so I don't say it.
Oh, high fructose corn syrup?
Yeah, because you put the C in there. I always used to call like fructose, and then it's like, I don't put the C. Like
I might have been adding a little extra fuck to the toast. Yeah, I might have been adding a little extra fuckery to it.
What do you mean? What, he's putting fuck tooth in his shit? I don't even know what that is.
High fructose corn syrup. It's good for you, bud.
Yeah.
Put it on your cereal in the morning.
This is why I got to read the boxes more.
You get some MSG and some high fructose corn syrup, you really living.
And I always call it Madison Square Garden every time, and it's just like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, my stomach hurts too much Madison Square Garden today. China Garden.
It's actually we're coming close to the wire before we start another conversation. We'll save that for the next episode.
Sounds good.
But this has been fun.
Yeah, as always.
Yeah. I got a gig November 17th at Bay Breeze Inn in Jamesport. 2 shows, 5 and 7:30, I believe. So if you'd like to see me do a little stand-up, I'll be there. If this comes out in time, I'll also be Saturday. I'm at Pub 2 in Bohemia at 8 o'clock. Can't believe I remember both of those off the top of my head. But yeah, other than that, you can, I don't know, I think maybe the 24th we might be playing golf at, what is that? Pine Hills. So I'll be kicking ass and taking names there also. Until then, Cody, this is Keith. Good night.